We came to this picture from a cartoon called Pet Goat 2, where this person called Petito is falling down, sinking down in this green liquid. He has the hammer and he has the knife that Miraculix, who was making the magic drink, he also had. So there again, there could be a connection to Russia, but also children. I think the light green color is for something very new. So I think it could symbolize a creation of a new person. And since Obelix was falling in the well as a child, it could have been in which kind of liquid he was created. And Pepito, I think it is in Italian, that means little. But there are also the lamp and the genie. And this lamp here is called Ritual Eva. Could this lamp thing be about some ritual going on with the Eves, with the woman? Here we also have this little pattern I remember was on Idis from the cartoon or video game. The person called Idis, she had this pattern on her dress at her chest. This lamp are also to find on 1 dirham, Arabic Emirates UAE, again a connection to Dubai. And it is on some beauty products, different kind of beauty product. And we can see the lamp is inside something that could look like a pill, or it could look like a zero. Here's the white dot that make me think of a human egg. And here it looked like a coin. But I also found this with the lamp. Here they mention spectrum, metro. I have to find some more pictures with that spectrum because it seems to be very important. Here they have the rainbow color. Your wishes is our command. Something would fulfill some wishes. And they have put a heart into it. It could be something with mirroring love or karma. But Asterix or Obelix, Obelix is carrying around this big stone. And I think that's a symbolism for all the weight he has to carry because of the genes that he come from. And on his stomach he has this symbolism for target or something with the waves that goes out also. So it could both be a weakness sign for being targeted, but maybe it could also symbolize a strong genes that have good vibrations. And Asterix, I have a feeling that maybe he could be out of 2 bloodlines. One of them may be out of 2 bloodlines. And his at his top of his head, it could look like a crown, the helmet he wear. But the person who were acting the obelisk figure is named Gerald Depardieu. It says here he's a French-Russian nationality. So there we have the Russian again. And I remember once they were told in the news that he was angry at his country. So there we have something to not agree with your country and the conflict with your country. And he became so angry, so he flee from the country he was moving, and I think he was moving to Switzerland. And I have a suspicion it has something to do with money, that he should pay a lot of money in tax. I'm not sure that was the problem, but he ended up to move to another country. So he says he has also played in a movie called Green Card, and there we have the green color again and a free pass for something. So there the pass connection. And he was in a movie called The Source of Provence. There we have the source, the Kille. Fits fine with Killebrønne City we have been talked about. But in one Asterix cartoon there was this lady serving beer, and it seems they mentioned something with influenza. I think she's called Sasa. Influenza can both be a disease, but it can also be influence for something. But it seems there are two persons who are in love with her, and she chooses Asterix, and then Asterix go into a fight. I assume this was the other person who was in love with her, and it ended up with Asterix give him this last alphabet letter on the stomach. So it could be a symbolism for that it is the end for you. There will not be any child because she is mine. But where else do we see this sign and other is a little similar signs those days? And where have I found it? On a brief mark, zebra, zebra, zebra. I think it should symbolize the three ages, the childhood, the youth, and the old age, grown up and the old age, and how the dark and the light in you are mixed in harmony. Use the letter, it says. No, use the language, it says here in the top. So there are some hints to talk, 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 speak out. In the city Linz, where Hitler came from, there's a physiotherapist who has gambled a little bit with this letter. It seems he has put it together like a 7 and a 7 upside down, and I think the 7 means to win. And if you go to out and get a massage and you are helped that way and you pay for it, you can say it's a win-win situation, that both people are winning in the end. And here on a tank, fits also fine with that. Maybe it's the end of a 2,000-year-long story we are experiencing now. A cartoon from a Danish newspaper from among a week ago. You see Putin, and I think it's two other leaders from Russia who are not anymore. We have the letter there, and they're riding a bike on skull and bones. Again, something with dead and the secret societies. And in Simpson cartoon there was something when she would stand up of his grave. So that could be the symbolism for communism, I assume. And we also see it become more and more difficult to say your meaning, and it seems to the leaders wants to run everything that you should be allowed to or not allowed to. So, and here on the Danish embassy, somebody have drawn it on the wall. That's not, it was in the start of the war there. And here one more cartoon drawings from that newspaper called Berlingske. It says kleptocracy. When the rich are stealing, it seems it's not enough for them to steal money. They also steal something from the woman. Could it be symbolism for stealing children, even before they are born? On her stomach it says the Russian people. Does it tell us that the Russia's part of this, could that be the children's part? And she has 7 rings on her dress. There we have the ring again, and she is really catched. You can see she is not free, this woman. And she is hit in her ear with some sound, just like many of us who have been targeted in different ways. The text here says lie, lie, lie. Could be the symbolism for those children they steal. They would grow up to live in a lie and be filled with lies all their life, in their grown-up life and in their old lives too. And we have all the zeros on the money bags. And you can see everybody is involved. All the leading part of a society is involved. It makes me also think about a Hopi prophecy I saw an Indian was talking about, where he had made a drawings where there are different kind of signs. There was this one, symbolism, maybe a sun or a balloon, with this and a cross and different kind of persons. And here we have the 4 world corners, 4 direction, symbolism, and the cross in a ring. But here up with a little good fantasy, I will say it says offer. There's something in it with giving an offer. Here it also have the writers, now again I can't remember what they are called. We have something with a wave or lightning that hits down. But then we come to this. The Danish military put up a video the other day. The engineer regiment are building a field bridge with the Children's Rights. Mary Elizabeth Hospital should be connected with the Rice Hospital. So there again something with children. A little part of a hospital called Mary Elizabeth that has children has to do with children, has to be connected with the big hospital in Copenhagen called the Rice Hospital. There I can see something with combining children with maybe the grown-ups. Let's continue from this in the next video.